Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, honorable ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the groundbreaking ceremony of the expansion of King Faisal Hospital, Rwanda. My name is Gahizi Cherise, a radiologist at King Faisal, Rwanda, and I am honored to be your MC for this event. Today we gather here to celebrate a significant milestone in the healthcare landscape of our nation. The expansion of King Faisal Hospital, Rwanda, marks as a commitment in the advancement of medical care and also in serving our community with compassion and excellence. Joining us today are esteemed dignitaries whose dedication and support have made this project possible. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Rwanda, whose dedication, vision, and leadership have guided us to this moment. With over 30 years of existence, this hospital has concentrated in clinical excellence, efficiency, and quality in service and healthcare delivery. As a multi-specialty hospital, providing healthcare that is specialized is our mission in this region. And we currently stand as a 167 specialty university teaching hospital and referral hospital. Without further ado, it is now my honor to invite our first speaker onto the stage, Rwanda's Minister of Health, Honorable Minister, Dr. Nsanzimana Sabin.
Excellency, Mr. President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. The greatest news in Rwanda this month is that more than 8 million Rwandans decided that there is a great leader that has to be, again, you need trust, because the leadership, Your Excellency, has been excellent, and I want to start by saying congratulations. I was lucky to be in all sites where you met the community, the Rwandans, and I followed all your speeches. And you always mentioned 3 important things. 1, security, education, and health. And today, we are talking about health. And health in Kinyarwanda actually means all that, ubuzima bwiza. It means not just being at a hospital or disease diagnosis or detection or treatment, but also having security, having good education, having food. All that means ubuzima bwiza in Kinyarwanda. In English, probably is health and wealth and being well. So this is a great moment today as we launch this groundbreaking of an important project, the hospital that is going to be not only great for Rwandans, but also beyond Rwanda. This project started in 1986 with the aim to be a hospital for Rwanda, a good hospital for Rwanda. But with the vision of Your Excellency to think big, it's no longer that goal to be a good hospital for Rwanda, but also for Africans and for the world. You're thinking bigger and faster. As the MC has said, we are moving from 157 beds capacity to 557 bed capacity. Additional 400 beds, not just simple beds, but high quality rooms and beds. And as you said during the tour, Your Excellency, the quality and the service delivery must also be improved, taken to this level, and you are committed to do that. It's not just a hospital, there's also a new university of health sciences that was approved by Cabinet this year. and is going to launch the first cohort in September this year, and focusing on most areas actually have at most 5 professionals: anesthesiology, intensive care, radiology, like Sheriz, who is among the very few radiologists we have in Rwanda, but we don't deserve to train a few if we can train more with the highest standards. The other great thing about this project is that it's this hospital, but also is the provincial hospitals, where King Faisal Hospital has been actually, even since last year, been supporting 10 provincial hospitals to become teaching areas for young Rwandans under the program of 4x4. One of the programs launched this year on gynecology obstetrics has already enrolled more than 48 new specialists to be trained, as opposed to 8 we were graduating every year in Rwanda. And we're discussing already to see the trend with the teaching hospital leaders present here, that the transfers from provinces to Kigali in those areas have already reduced in the first 3 months, and we expect even to have the services in provinces instead of coming to Kigali. With this expansion, we not only stop migration within the country, but also we stop migration outside the country for patients who are transferring abroad. With renal transplant, with cardiac surgeries that have already started here, we've seen a drop with all renal transplant cases that were sent abroad. And with more than 300 cardiac surgeries done since last year here in this hospital, we also expect to see no more transferred for cardiac surgeries abroad Rwanda. And that is not only the goal we have. The biggest goal is also for Africans and other people of the world to come here to seek the best care after this expansion is completed. I'd like also to mention that with your leadership, Your Excellency, we've got great partners. They came here as visitors for a few days. They came back to stay for a few months and decided to stay longer, and later on decided to become Rwandans. One of them, Professor Senait, who is here today, had a chance to meet 2 days ago. We were actually discussing on all these reforms and priorities. And she mentioned a few things that I want to highlight. One, that emphasize on partnership. In Kinyarwanda, it would say, abishyize hamwe nta kibananira, cyangwa se abishyize hamwe Imana irabasanga. She told us about someone who came to see her, that God has sent a message to Senait. And she replied that she also has a message to her from God, that God loves her more than she loves others, because she has found a great country, a great place to be, and to be part of this transformation. And again, would say, twishyize hamwe, as we work together as partners, we can achieve all great things, including this project that is not a usual project in a hospital we've seen in Rwanda. It's the first time you're seeing great standard, high standards of projects, constructions, equipment, furnitures, but also the people we are going to train through our 4x4 program that we are also working on together. I'd like to conclude my few words of welcome to thank you, Your Excellency, for bringing excellent partners, but also for making sure, as Rwandans, we see how great leadership moves things and how we can continue to achieve the greatest for the people of Rwanda. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Our next speaker is the CEO of Shelter Group Africa, Mr. Amin Tanouri. Welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Your Excellency, Ministers, ladies and gentlemen. We are thrilled and honored to announce the upcoming launch of the state-of-the-art medical facility, a vision brought to life by His Excellency Paul Kagame and executed by our dedicated teams. This cutting-edge facility has a new standards in the region, offering luxurious architecture, ergonomic design, and a welcoming atmosphere reminiscent to a five-star hotel. With all integrated facilities and specialties, this hospital will provide an unrivaled medical care and cater to regional medical tourism. It will be the first in Rwanda to have a LEED Gold certification for sustainability, as well as a Gold Seal from the Joint GCI Commission. Through the project, Shelter Group will establish a center of excellence for personnel development, offering advanced education and training program for local workforce. Through exclusive recruitment and training programs, strategic development, and we are very much committed to guiding career pathways and ensuring that all team members will have access to the latest construction techniques that everyone will prosper in the market with. We extend our heartfelt thanks to all the stakeholders, especially Professor Senait, for making this happen. And we will welcome you all for the groundbreaking ceremony and a transforming initiative for all Rwanda. Thank you so much.
Thank you. May I now invite to the stage Professor Senait Fesea, Vice President of the Global Program Susan Thompson Buffett Foundation, who will then invite His Excellency for his speech.
Your Excellency, President Paul Kagame, Excellencies, invited guests, particularly the leadership at King Faisal Hospital, administration, faculty, staff, students, everyone who has relentlessly worked over the last several months to make this dream a reality, our colleagues and partners at the Shelter Group, everyone, Muraho, this is a very special day, Murakaza Neza. Today marks a monumental occasion, the groundbreaking of a state-of-the-art. You heard Amin talk about JCI, the Joint Commission, which is a US standard accreditation health facility here in Kigali. If I were to reflect back, it was maybe about 4 years ago, I was sitting with President Kagame and talking about just, admiring his vision for health. What he just said to me, he's just so frustrated, we just don't get it. We just don't get it, and we seem to settle for less, that we have to have bigger ambitions, and that his hope and goal was to have this high-quality healthcare facility in country and not spend our hard-earned money sending the sickest of the sick abroad. So frankly, for me, that was kind of the starting point of saying, what is it that I could do to play my part in that role? And probably, frankly, that has accelerated my desire to be part of this community and becoming a Rwandan. For me, this is not just a building, but rather a beacon of hope, dignity, and progress for Rwanda and beyond. You've heard Minister Saban talk about the 30 years. For me, just when I look at Rwanda in 30 years, it has risen from the shadows of the genocide against the Tutsis to a symbol of resilience and unity. And under President Kagame's visionary leadership, the nation has really transformed. And today, we lay the foundation for a world-class medical facility that would have a teaching hospital, further solidifying our journey from tragedy to triumph. This medical center is a testament to what visionary leadership and collective determination can achieve. It stands for putting citizens' well-being first. No longer will Rwandans need to travel abroad for advanced healthcare. As you heard already, this facility already offers very advanced care, but will continue to offer top-tier medical care as we make advances in biotechnology. Our hope is whatever is available in other parts of the world will be available here simultaneously. But for me, the greatest thing is to stop seeing Rwandans travel abroad and ending the hardship of seeking treatment far away. This means ending the hardship patients used to experience being away from family support, facing unfamiliar environments where they're battling, whether it's cancer or cardiac care, and really, despite government support, pushing many families into financial ruins due to the catastrophic out-of-pocket expenditure many face. So today, we're really saying enough is enough, and we're going to change that trajectory. Moreover, this hospital is for Africa. As Amin said, Kigali is a beacon of excellence and welcomes our African brothers and sisters to receive world-class care in a very safe, secure, and clean Pan-African city. So the medical center is part of our robust healthcare system with over 95% of health insurance coverage and strong community health programs. Rwanda ensure healthcare is accessible to all and not to privileged few. You heard about the 4x4 initiative with the aim of quadrupling our health workforce in 4 years, and that plan has already started. We used to graduate, as Saban said, 8 OBGYNs per year. We now, this year, have enrolled 48. So you can think about the numbers over the coming years. So the goal is to ensure every health center and every district hospital is well-staffed with highly trained, qualified specialists so that citizens can get the services they need at home in their own cities and in their own provinces, and only travel to Kigali for things that are not available in the country, or outside of the country. Normally what will take them abroad is what will bring them to Kigali. And hopefully over time, that will also change. But, as President Kagame was telling us when we were walking in, a beautiful infrastructure means nothing without a dedicated workforce. So the hospital's strength is going to lie in its specialists and healthcare professionals who are ethical, compassionate, skilled, and put the interests and well-beings of their patients before that of their own. And for the last 3+ years, we have ramped up our subspecialty training to ensure world-class care for all, and with 4x4, we'll continue to ramp that up. So today's groundbreaking for me is a beacon of progress and a promise to our future. It signifies our commitment to health, well-being, and dignity of every Rwandan. As we break this ground, let's remember our past, be inspired by our present, and commit to a future where every Rwandan and African has access to the healthcare they deserve. Together, we're building a healthier, stronger, and a more prosperous Rwanda and Africa. Murakoze cyane. With that remark, I have the tremendous honor and privilege of inviting His Excellency Paul Kagame, the President of the Republic of Rwanda, whose vision has driven and is the reason why we all are gathered here today. So, Your Excellency, please to the podium.
Excellencies, dear friends, good afternoon. Let me start by saying to the people present here that I had reduced almost to zero my attendance to the groundbreaking ceremonies, and preferred to be going to attend ceremonies where we're opening something that is already done. But because of the importance and very much trust I have for those who invited me to this ceremony, I had to come. I broke my own rules just for that, because of the trust. And it's as if what we are being told is going to be standing here in a few years has already happened. I also want to thank the Minister of Health and partners, particularly Susan Thompson Buffett Foundation, Dr. Senite representing that here, and the Shelter Group that is partnering with us in many important projects. I want to thank you very much for the good work being done. It's very true that with such efforts, there is always some level of frustration. You keep wanting more and to do more. Things don't happen as fast or as well as you would like that to be. In fact, for many years, we've been training our young people. They've been to places, and training outside simply means outside there are better things to learn from because of the time people have had to build their systems, to learn, so there is that level of exposure that we want our young men and women to benefit from, and to come back and just build the same quality systems that they have learned from and different places they have been to. Once that has been happening, you want people to keep coming back, trained, and to be able to provide the services required. Therefore, you don't expect after many years of trying to do that, to keep sending patients, for example, outside. So you send people to go and train outside, they come back, but you keep sending patients outside to be treated outside. So it doesn't add up. We want, therefore, that to translate into growth of capacity here in our country in as many fields as we can. And therefore, our people and others from the region being able to get the services they need from us, from here. Things we build here, with these facilities, infrastructure facilities, or therefore the capacity is built in the people to provide the services required. I think it is in that context that we attach so much importance to these kinds of investments with us or in us by friends, by partners, and we want to translate that to the level of that meaning I was talking about. That takes commitment as well as continued presence and practice of the things that are actually needed. And I think this is what our fellow Rwandans should grasp, should not only benefit from themselves but also extend that benefit to the wider Rwandan community, and that also translating into even the whole region coming to Rwanda because of that quality service that can benefit them as it benefits Rwandans. For many other problems that I know have been connected with this place, for what has been going on, I intend to work closely with our different departments, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Finance, and those partners I mentioned earlier, to make sure we fix the problems that exist as we move towards these very nice projects that we are likely to have in the near future. We can't just focus on that and forget to fix the existing old problems. You would just be undermining the good things you are doing going forward. So I definitely have time for that. In fact, also with the Minister of Infrastructure, there are things that need to be fixed here quickly in order to allow whatever is standing now with us to be fully and well operational. I think people who use this place or who work here know what I'm talking about. So we will do our best to deal with that. And maybe RSSB is here as well, represented. Rwanda Social Security Fund will be part of that. We need to fix quickly the existing problems so that they don't undermine the good and new efforts we are putting into this. So finally, I'm just promising that I'll be with you in this work we have to do as of the past, but more so as of going into the future with these wonderful investments that we see are going to happen for us. So thank you very much, and thank you for inviting me to be with you in this opening. Asante sana.
Thank you for the wise counsel, Your Excellency. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, I am honored to invite Your Excellency, President Paul Kagame, Professor Sidnite Visea, the CEO of King Faisal Hospital, Dr. Zerihun Abebe, and the CEO of Shelter Group, Mr. Amin Tanuri, to come forward for the ceremonial groundbreaking and official commencement of the construction of the hospital. This will be followed by a group photo. Now we will have a group photo.
Muhango waberaga hano kuri Faisal Hospital urimo kugera ku musozo aho nyakubahwa perezida wa Repubulika Paul Kagame ndetse n'abandi batumirwa abanyacyubahiro bamaze gushyira ibuye ry'ifatizo cyangwa se gutangiza ku mugaragaro ibi bikorwa byo kubaka cyangwa se kwagura ibitaro by'umwami Faisal cyangwa se King Faisal Hospital nk'uko twabigarutseho ni ibindi bitanda 400 bizongerwa ku 167 byari biri hano cyangwa se byari bisanzwe hano kuri King Faisal Hospital.